about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here is Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running on first down, Eckler. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He can't get him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And they pitch it to Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Going for the deep ball. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And down right around the 37. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Forced out to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. Boy, heck of a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The handoff, it's Eckler. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. The 20. 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 44 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Barkley, a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. Barkley powers through him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 8 coming up. A handoff to Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw is Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Penny. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Well, that'll be be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
There goes Sterling Shepard, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there in overtime. Coaches love the rack run after catch, especially here in overtime. Took the short pass, turned it into a big play.
And that's what coaches talk about when they talk to their teams about what overtime means. How many big plays have to be made in order to win a ball game, and which play will be the big play. Short pass turned into a long run. Maybe that's the play that they needed to spring a victory.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's Penny. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Penny. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Returning it, John Ross. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, 35 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jones now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Giants are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This is Penny, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Elijah Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
People got the popcorn, got the remote. Let's give him a show.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
That's complete to Penny Hart.
Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A final shot before break. Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the return here will go to the 30. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This is Saquon Barkley. And running with power here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Giants! John Ross, 46 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Cousins now from the 50. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Play action now. Cousins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Everson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. These two teams all tied after one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
second down now. Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
45. Mike, 45. I got one. 45's the Mike. Target.
From the 36, Jones. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's the way. Right there. 54. Right there.
Jones now to throw on third down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Yeah. You don't want none.
From the gun, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. John Ross with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now
Jones on third down. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air again, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Newton.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Micah Parsons. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And the
touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
From the 31, Jones. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. first down. Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. After the sack on first down, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They juked him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Dancing to his left, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Being chased. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Jones. A final shot before break. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing Jones. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
We live for this.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go there.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Prescott now from the 50. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase missed that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have problems.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Neville Gallimore. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go. Hey, check back, check back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz.
Do what we do.
Pass
Do what
20,
we do.
10, 5. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Put it on the carpet, a fumble. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So this one will end in a